day after I finished my second to last class ever at SCAD, my mom and I took a 5-day staycation in San Francisco. There are a few reasons why I love a staycation. You don't have to travel far. If you forget something, it's not too hard to go home and get it. And it gives you the opportunity to go to all those places and try all those restaurants you always say you'll go to, but the closer you are to something, the less likely you are to go complex takes over and you never end up going. I'm an only child, and up until about 4 years ago, my mom was a stay-at-home mom. So naturally, we're very close. We have a business together, my mom takes all of my outfit pictures, and she puts up with all of my anxious type A control freak antics. Believe me, there are a lot of them. She's the yin to my yang, we're best friends, and all that sappy business. I moved to the Bay Area from Connecticut now 13 years ago. When we had just moved to California, one of my parents' friends told me that the place you spend your formative teenage years is the place you will grow the most attached to. Coming from the suburbs of New York City, I couldn't believe there could be a city as incredible as New York. But lo and behold, San Francisco stole my heart. It was the first big city I explored on my own without my parents, and the city that made me discover I was truly a city person. On Friday, we traveled the long, arduous 20-minute train ride to San Francisco, where we checked into a bed and breakfast.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yep, this is it. Thanks. My mom found this amazing deal for a charming bed and breakfast in the Alamo Square neighborhood. First look. Small, cute. Oh, we have a little street view. Here we go. Look at that! So cute! Bathroom. After we unpacked, we walked to the Mission District. Walking to dinner. Where are we going?
Gracias, Madre.
Very excited. Before I had all these gut issues, but before I really abided by a specific diet, I loved Gracias Madre. It was my favorite restaurant, so it has a special meaning for me. Is it good? Saturday, we started the morning off at the Mill.
Oh, grace, oh, grace. Every time you come around, I feel okay.
Then we did tea tasting at Song Tea. Directly across from Song Tea is Sweet Maple, which is a really popular brunch place. As you can see, on the weekends, people will wait in line for hours.
Every little thing you say or you do.
Tasting it yourself. So that violet, there's just a sweet, delicate floral finish to it.
I just sit and wonder why I can't believe that I'm your God. You say my name and how come.
We stopped off at Crossroads on Fillmore Street to browse, which was pretty dangerous because I always end up finding something to take home with me.
I feel okay. Help me.
Found this cute vintage dress. I'm not sure if it's gonna fit. It might be kind of small. And I don't feel like trying it on, so I'm just gonna take a gamble on it. Also found this. Super cute, simple crew neck crop. Gonna get this.
That I can see. I love the way you move. There's nothing that you have to prove. Just say my name and I'll come through. Oh, grace, oh, grace. Every time you come around, I feel okay. You help me see color in a world of gray. Girl, you make me feel some type of way. Ooh.
We got brunch at Jane, which is another really popular restaurant for brunch that usually has a line on the weekends, but it's not nearly as long of a wait as Sweet Maple.
Then what does it taste like? Very.
Fillmore Street is right by Japantown, so we stopped off at Japantown to look around. I don't go to Japantown all too often, as it's not the most easily accessible neighborhood via train, but there's a bookstore called Kinokuniya that is always really fun to check out. They have Japanese books you wouldn't be able to find anywhere else, except maybe Japan, and so many kawaii knickknacks. As the kids would have said 3 years ago, their Japanese fashion magazine selection is on fleek.
I can't believe that I'm your guy. Just say my name and I'll come through. Oh, Grace, every time you
Got back from walking around Japantown and we decided to stop by and change because it is a lot breezier and colder than we thought. So we changed into something warmer and we are gonna walk around Hayes Valley now. Also, Sunski sent me these sunglasses and they also sent me this camera, and they told me that they want me to take pictures with this disposable camera of me wearing these sunglasses. So I thought, what better a time to take pictures than during my staycation. So it's kind of like an end of summer staycation photo diary. Very cool, very excited to take these pictures, and we're probably gonna go to the Painted Ladies too, maybe catch the sunset.
Le ventre à l'air, au grand travers, les mouettes se font faire et refaire. Des tatouages de merde, des transferts, de symboles chinois ou bien d'étoiles de mer. Le ventre à l'air, au grand travers, les châteaux forts fondent à l'eau. Meurtrière, le ventre à l'air, au grand travers, j'attends le crash d'un message publicitaire. Le ventre à l'air, au grand travers, tu cherches l'été et moi les terres. Le ventre à l'air, au grand travers, tu cherches l'été et moi les terres.
Getting our workout in. Going to the Painted Ladies. Just up there.
Le ventre à l'air, au grand travers, les bonites confères se laissent toujours plus ou moins faire. Des piercings de mer, des bouts de fer.
This is one of my favorite views of San Francisco. If you look all the way down there, you can see downtown. We were gonna stay for the sunset, but looks like the fog is rolling in, and we're probably not gonna get much of a sunset, which is typical of San Francisco. Sunday we took Muni to the Outer Sunset neighborhood for this annual free yoga event at Ocean Beach.
Let the eagle go as you exhale. Let up. Exhale down. Inhale.
We got brunch at Outerlands and saw a movie in the afternoon. I work really hard all the time and have a lot of trouble treating myself to things like movies because my fixation on efficiency tells me my time and money could be better spent elsewhere, like working. But let me tell you, I was actually looking forward to seeing this movie more than anything else this weekend. Something about sinking into a cushy reclining chair in a dark theater and letting my mind be swept away in a visual masterpiece for a few hours seemed so luxurious. Something that gets me somber is I think I was culturally more well-rounded of a person when I was in my late teens. I did independent study for high school, so I had a lot of time to explore my passions and fully immerse myself in the diverse culture of the Bay Area. My mom and I would frequently go to San Francisco and do everything. Visit museums, see obscure foreign films, and just pick a neighborhood to plop ourselves in for the day and explore. I miss that. Monday, we went to the SF MoMA. I go to the MoMA a lot, but they frequently switch out their exhibits, so there's always something new to see.
Pull me underwater, take me down, down deeper. Let me call you lover when I get that feeling. You're my new emotion.
Then we walked around Chinatown. In high school, there was this small tea shop that's since closed down my mom and I used to visit every time we went to Chinatown. It feels a bit empty without that quaint little tea shop with the soft-spoken owner who was so small-boned she made me feel like a linebacker standing next to her. Chinatown is like the colors of a child's finger painting meets random yard sale with all the shops selling anything from back scratchers to lucky cats to I Love SF t-shirts to smoke bombs. Last morning in San Francisco, just woke up to this beautiful golden light. Someone's running by. Very fast. Impressive. Last morning, and we're walking to the mill once again. She doesn't eat gluten too much, so this is a treat for her. Actually got this from carrying all the luggage the other day. It actually looks like a pretty cool apartment. To be honest, I wouldn't be mad if I had that. Since we have so much fruit in our apartment, we have a bit of a fruit fly problem. I heard that pitcher plants eat fruit flies, so we went to Flora Grub to get 2 pitcher plants, which will hopefully take care of the fruit flies in a natural, non-toxic way.
Insect catching plant.
Yeah, that's what we wanted.
To 10 inches across. It forms pitchers at the ends.
We could do one that's forming one that has one. Plus, I'm always looking for an excuse to buy another plant, so this was the perfect excuse.
So I'll close my eyes and dream that you may lead me to your room. Love is my dream, love is my demon.
Walking with our plants. Taking the plants for a walk. To get ice cream. We're going to Salt and Straw. It was such a chill, loosely scheduled day that reminded me to take more days like that. This is our last activity before we go home. At the end of our trip, my mom said that traveling with me, just the two of us, reminded her of herself in her 20s when she used to travel with her best friend. And that is the best compliment I could have ever gotten. Life moves so dang fast all the time, and it feels like I'm sprinting just to keep up. Maybe the fact that I have approximately 5 million projects going on all at once at all times has something to do with it, but this was a huge reminder to me that the best memories aren't made by how many all-nighters you pulled in a week, or how many items you got checked off your to-do list for the day. You can't wait for memories to be served to you on a silver platter. You have to make them yourself.